Guys, welcome back to the channel out here on beautiful Lake Fork. Heck, I didn't even know there was an update. So I did an update on my units, I know, via the Active Captain app. And the reason I did it, I had probably, I'm not lying to you, maybe 100 messages asking me, had I done it yet? So I went ahead and did it. It wasn't a very large update. It's not like the ones before. It's 28.1, and I believe it's 21.1 for the Echo Maps, 28 for the GPS map series, and there are a few other variations for different GPS map series, but those are your two main ones. First of all, let's take a look at the lake. This is no joke. Lake's even lower than it was last time. That is a boat stall, and there is nothing but ground there. And these boat stalls, you usually can just literally step off of here onto your boat. It is, I would say it's a foot lower than it was last time I was here. That's nuts. It's probably 6.5 feet low right now. And I would imagine this thing's probably heading toward 8 feet low before we get to some spring rain. So you still got July, August, and September in Texas, which you might as well call October the same thing. So you got about 4 months of just solid oppressive heat with very little rain. You can literally see it. I feel like it's dropped an inch or so since we've been here, and it may have. I don't know how to even look at the lake levels. But let's get back to the updates. I did the updates, and unlike the past few updates, they did a little tinkering here and there with the a couple little interface things. Nothing major, nothing that I really saw. But in terms of picture, I'm going to be honest with you. It's a go. From what I've seen, I haven't seen anything pop up. They did some bug fixes here and there. And really, in Garmin's own way, they very rarely ever say what the bug fix is. But I would say that every now and then, when I hook up to the Active Captain app to record, mine will get a little glitchy for a few minutes until everything settles out, and then it pops up the screen that says cannot unlock maps. Now mine, it fixed it this time. I don't know if it's fixing everybody's because I haven't heard of everybody's, but mine did not say cannot unlock maps today for the first time in months. I don't even know what that even means. But you just kind of overlook it because it does it for about 2 or 3 minutes and then it's done. But in terms of picture quality, I updated it, updated the units, and I run the LVS32 on it and the LVS34 on it. I saw no noticeable difference change in either pictures. And I have been doing some testing. I got some videos. I'm at Lake Fork, so I'm not really putting much out. Taking a little break, doing a little fishing, having a little fun. Hadn't caught any giants, although my stepdad did lose an absolute giant, broke his line right at the boat. So goes Lake Fork. We did get to see it though. It come up out from him and at the boat. Giant fish, monster. But from what I've seen so far with both updates, I see no problems with them. I think the picture looks good. I think the picture is, just as good as it's been, which has been excellent. But I will give you a little pre-taste or a little initial thoughts on the LVS34. I've run it for some time now, a week, but I've had a lot of hours. It's not just a few hours like normal. Let's start with perspective mode. Hands down 50% better than the LVS32 perspective mode. The stitching is almost non-existent. Last night we were out fishing, and what the fish were doing was they weren't on the docks. They were on brim beds, and we were using the LVS34 in perspective mode sorry about the wind. They were using the LVS34 in perspective mode to find brim beds and then target the fish that were swimming around the brim beds. And it would take sometimes 15, 20, 30 casts to get your cast lined up because they were constantly just wolf packing these brim. But we didn't catch any giants. Like I said, we had a couple big ones on. We caught a lot of nice fish, had a great night. But I did switch over to the LVS32 to take a look at it And I'm going to say hands down, the LVS34 perspective mode, way better. I got some videos coming up on that. As terms of forward mode, it is better, but not so much better that, and this is initial, and I still want to do a little bit more testing before I give my final thoughts on it. It's not so much better that you run out and just purchase a new one. I wouldn't. If I wouldn't get mine given to me, I wouldn't run out and get it. I just stick to the LVS32, catch a lot of fish with it. It looks fine. It looks great. Target separation, slightly better. The one advantage that I can definitely see is long distances. Whereas, in my opinion, the maximum effective range of the LVS32 is that 55 to 60 foot range. Anything beyond that, still see things, but they begin to be distorted. There's not much target separation, whereas the LVS34, much better target separation, much less distortion at the longer distances. Up close, I can still catch a crappie, whether I'm catching the LVS32 or 34, not extremely better. If I didn't tell you which one's which, you might not be able to tell. That's the truth. And I fished it a lot. Now, I know some people are going to come at me and say, oh, it's much better target separation. I'm dropping down on a spot right over here that's got 500 crappie. And you can catch them just as good with the LVS32. I can see my bait just as well. But in terms of, there is one other thing. I've heard several people say they feel the beam is narrower. Although it's advertised at the same 20-degree beam width as the 32, they say it's narrower. I have seen that. I feel like it is a tad, it feels more narrow, which is kind of strange because Lowrance's is 18 degrees. It kind of, almost like they took Lowrance's transducer and called it an LVS34. I mean, it looks almost identical. It's almost identical in size, almost identical in shape and build. Maybe. I don't know. But I will say the beam feels smaller. I'm not sure it is, but it does feel smaller. Even in perspective mode, the top to bottom of it feels a little smaller. I know. I have a little bit more. I can see fish just fine. The bottom is beautiful. But I don't know. It seems a little bit smaller to me. But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay tuned this week. I'm going to have a lot of the videos coming from the LVS34. I'm going to start getting them out slowly. My son has all-star games. I have work, so be patient with me. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And oh yeah, this is Quail Holla in the background. I'm back again. These people are very nice. It's a veteran-owned place. The man is a veteran. The wife is an EMT, paramedic. We're very cool, good public servants, and they're really nice folks. Come see them. Tell them the Garmin Guru sent you, and they're really nice. Their rooms are beautifully clean. They are updating and cleaning. They've got 12 rooms total. They have remodeled 8 out of the 12, and they're working on the additional 4. So this place is going to be amazing. And then they're starting with the boat shed after that, the boat slips. You do get a boat slip with you, although ain't much you can use right now. I don't know if you can move, but their ramp is still open. So, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Ring the bell.